Some of us think holding on makes us strong. Sometimes it is letting go. Herman Hesse really nailed it with that one. Let's sit with that for a moment. Letting go. It sounds simple, doesn't it? It can feel anything but simple when we're caught in the whirlwind of emotions. It's easy to get swallowed up by those feelings, especially when we're hurt, offended, or we think someone's being selfish. The list of triggers is endless, actually. And if I'm being honest, my brain loves to jump on the train of emotion just full steam ahead. Here's how it usually goes for me. First, my brain notices something, a comment, an action, a perceived slight. Then it makes a judgment, and because my brain is absolutely committed to being right, it will immediately lean on its trusty sidekick, confirmation bias. Suddenly, I've got a whole courtroom's worth of evidence proving I'm justified in feeling the way I do. From there, emotions pile on, intense, overwhelming, and let's be real, not always helpful. My brain becomes a heat-seeking missile, finding evidence in everything to back up my feelings. And before I know it, I'm stuck in this loop of hurt, frustration, or even resentment. But here's the thing. Between the thought and the emotion, there's a gap. That tiny gap where the magic can happen. What if, instead of immediately reacting, we train ourselves to pause, take a breath, to recognize what we're feeling isn't necessarily reality, but our brain's interpretation of it? What happens if, in that space, we choose differently? Instead of being pulled into the spiral of damaging thoughts, we could step back. We could stop compounding our suffering. We could take responsibility for how we feel, how we choose to feel, and maybe, just maybe, let go of what's weighing us down. And when I say let go, I don't mean ignoring or suppressing. Sometimes letting go means reaching out, not in anger, but in curiosity and love, asking questions instead of making assumptions, seeking to understand the heart of the person who hurt us, because here's the truth. We deserve to be free, free from the endless loop of judgment and blame, free to move forward without dragging the weight of the past behind us. So the next time your brain jumps into action, remember the gap. Take a breath and ask yourself, is this worth holding on to? Or is it time to let go? Maybe that's where true strength lies. Love and light. Thanks for hanging out.